Hello everybody, and welcome to my channel. Reiki with Anna. For today's video, we're going to be talking about manifestation. I know many of you have requested this video, so I have a lot of thoughts and opinions and ideas about manifestation. And before we begin, I'd like to share those with you, but this is going to be a video based on your lovely requests for manifesting wealth, manifesting that money flow. And I completely understand why this is such a requested subject right now. Always, but now in particular. And that's where I want to start this. I want to start this by saying that I want to be very conscious about this kind of content, especially at a time like right now. I've been a little reluctant to approach this particular subject because I think manifestation can be perceived along with a sense of privilege, and I want to make sure that I'm not dismissing anyone's struggle. I'll give an example if this is confusing. Last year I had a really tough year, this past year, and I remember hearing and seeing a lot of things cropping up about manifestation. It's something that I practiced for a long time, And when I was in a low place and feeling not so great, I found that subject, and anytime I would see articles or videos or posts of any kind about manifestation, I felt like I had not manifested properly, or that I had in some way manifested this some of the challenges and trials and grief that I experienced, and I found that incredibly disempowering, and I never want you to feel disempowered. So I'm not, this in no way is trying to speak down to anybody who requested this. I think it is a great video to do, and I'm excited to do it. I just wanted to kind of preface it a little bit, just with some of my personal experience, so I can completely understand that manifestation has a couple, has some different, it has a little bit of baggage from my perspective connected to it. And so I just wanted to share the way that I kind of manifest and the way that I see manifestation. Manifestation for me is as helpful as setting an intention at the beginning of my practice, whether that's my Reiki practice, my meditation practice, my yoga practice. Setting an intention for what I want, for what my heart desires, and that sort of channels the energy from my perspective in the direction that you intend it to. So I sort of see manifestation the same way. I think it can be an incredibly beautiful and powerful tool as long as we're aware that, from my perspective, again, I know there are differing beliefs about this, but, you can't have the light without the dark. And I think to stamp out any negativity and see it as bad or not worthy of experiencing, right? I think that can be problematic for me, because the things I've learned most from have been in those moments of real challenge. The things that I've grown most from have been out of moments that I never would have wanted to manifest. So in that way, I think manifestation can be a beautiful thing to help you really hone in on what you truly desire and what you want. And I think it can be a beautiful practice as long as we release this tight grip on the results and the expectations. And if we just see it more as sort of a discovery, peering into our soul and seeing what we might find in our, heart's desires and all of that. And also, as part of this practice, I like to see the places where what I'm dreaming of and hoping to manifest are already actually present in my life in some way or another. And then to just feed that aspect with more beautiful, supportive, loving energy so that it might grow a bit. Long, rambly beginning. Thanks for your patience. I just wanted to share that because I think if I was watching a video about manifestation, particularly right now, I would want a little bit of that yin and yang, a little balance of it. But I am really excited to do this, so we're going to start with some sage. Again, I have a basket today. How cute. Brought a basket with my tools. So I'm going to start with this sage, and we're going to set our intention, and then we're going to draw the symbols. And we're going to use this sage to cleanse and clear. Okay, here we go. I love this clicky clacky necklace. My friend made it for me like 10 years ago. If I can link her website, but it's such a cool necklace. Anyway. On behalf of our wisest, most empowered selves, in loving comfort and perfect balance, I wish to conduct this Distance Reiki session for manifesting abundance, wealth, prosperity, our heart's desires, and for honing in on those ways in which our dreams and our manifestations are already being met and realized. and sending gratitude there. I'm just going to be drawing the sacred symbols here about 1.5 feet above your heart center. Perfect respect and comfort. Okay, now I'm going to move this sage through your etheric fields, and I'm going to clear very specifically here. So for this, we're going to use this to cleanse any limiting beliefs when it comes to money. Cleanse any disempowering thoughts when it comes to your wealth. Cleanse anything that might be surrounding doubt, self-doubt, your abilities. Lingering in the past or projecting into the future, really inviting this loving presence here. And just for now, clearing anything that's not here, anything that you arrived with, in perfect comfort and alignment. If you are new to spirituality, or you're curious about it, or you're here for just some ideas, that's really all that I'm here for. I'm just here to share some ideas, learn from you in the comments, other ideas that might work. Just share. But I love working with smoke for cleansing the energy, clearing, whether it be incense or sage or whatever that might be. If you're new to your spiritual practice, the tools that I use here, none of them are necessary. They're just extra little tools. You can do all of this without anything. Or with things just found around your house. I'm gonna do a video about that. Okay. Here we go. Lovely. Okay. So, let's take our little spray here. I'm going to really move this around. Okay, so as far as our stones and tools for today go, I have 2 pieces of labradorite, beautiful stone for manifestation. I like to think of the little flashes in the labradorite as wishes. This is a raw piece. You can kind of see the flashes in certain angles. I don't know, but I really like those 2 pieces. I love green aventurine. I love introducing this for success, for redefining our ideas of what success means. And so I wanted to invite this in for the abundance and prosperity and sort of ideas of what that might mean or feel like for you. Success. And pyrite. Pyrite is a great stone for wealth and attraction, and it's also a very protective stone. So I think anytime you're manifesting and kind of putting desires out there, I think it's a good idea to protect ourselves too. So this can kind of serve as a few different functions in that capacity. I'm going to be using my trusty selenite wand and also this clear quartz cluster. Super majestic, super fortress of solitude, like really cool. I love these little clusters. And I'll be working this through your aura. So the last stone is this little piece of purple fluorite. I love this little guy, or indigo fluorite. And I thought this might be nice because fluorite is cubic. It forms in these cubes. That's kind of how it grows. And so I thought, fluorite's associated with focus and clarity, and it's a really great stone for all of that. And I thought inviting that into this would be more in line with kind of what I want to do and use this video for, which is to really invite a focused attention to aligning your ideas about money and what you want in terms of attracting that. There was obviously a reason you requested this video, and it could be you're reacting to some kind of loss that you've experienced, as many have at this time. Or it could be that you want more, or it could be that you have a specific dream in mind and you want the means and the resources to kind of go after it. And I think that encouraging a clarity for those desires is more in line with what I'd kind of like to use this video for. But I'll set the intention is set for manifesting wellness, wealth as well, and wellness too. And also for inviting any clarity as far as those really, those beliefs that you might have about money, just kind of like diving deep and seeing what is there. Whether that's, I don't want to give too many examples, but if that might be something like, oh, I want this dream career. I have a very specific idea of how I want to make the money that I want to make, but a bunch of doubt might be creeping in. I don't think I can do it. You know what? I don't think I'm motivated enough. I don't think I'm... So inviting clarity into any of those limiting beliefs, even these limiting beliefs that don't necessarily have to do with your identification with money or the material world. I think tapping into what we believe about ourselves, I think that is a really powerful practice. And obviously we all need to eat, we all need, money serves a purpose, so I didn't mean to sound judgmental or disparaging there. But I think inviting clarity in here is incredibly important. So these are the stones that we're going to be using today. And now, without further ado, I'm going to take this selenite and move it through your aura. We're going to start at the crown and work our way down. Okay. So again, here we're clearing anything that's not serving us. Clearing maybe any preconceived notions, any desire to kind of grip too tightly onto results. My friend Mara, whose YouTube channel I've shared here, my friend says, we should treat money and these things like sand in an open hand. And I don't know if I'm crediting the wrong person, because maybe she's quoting someone else, and if so, I'm sure you'll let me know. But like sand in an open hand, and if we try and hold it and grasp onto it, it'll trickle out. But if we can only open our hand, yes, it will go, but it can come back. So I like that. I don't know if that works for you or if you find that triggering or anything like that, but like anything, keep what works and release what doesn't. So that idea of just sort of having an ease, inviting an ease and a flow to this. So clearing that clenched, tight, held energy. Okay. I am now going to move through your etheric field with these stones. And through this, I want to invite open, loving, supportive energy as we manifest whatever lies deep within your heart. The resources to attain what lies dearest in your heart, in your heart space. So I'm going to be starting at your crown and working down through your chakra points, ever so gently. Drawing the symbols and creating space for your dreams here. Clear quartz is a beautifully powerful and activating stone, and the cluster sends the energy all over the place, so it kind of combs through, it can get in all of the little nooks and crannies. So the intention here as I move through is to create space for these dreams. Some kind of, as I draw the symbols, and then kind of like just creating some space in the etheric field. Creating some space here. Clearing that energy. Letting your energy body know that there's room for growth. There's room for a newness. There's room for manifestation. I like to do, in terms of rituals and things like that, I think I've spoken about this here before, but I like to do my manifestation rituals on the new moon, and then I like to do my kind of clearing and cleansing on the full moon. I feel really connected to the moon. I love the water. I grew up near the water, and the tides, I've always felt incredibly connected to water and to the moon. The rhythm of tides, the rhythm of the moon, the cycles, all of it, it's always felt so fascinating and so right and so me, familiar in a deeply, spiritual way. It just feels very familiar to me. Mesmerizing, hypnotic flow of the water and all of that. But I love doing little rituals, and since I've been doing them, I do see a beautiful shift. And so maybe it's because when I dedicate time and energy to just moving through your etheric field, now down by your root. You take time to dedicate this energy to a want, a desire, a dream. You start to maybe believe that you're worthy of achieving it. And maybe you can slowly start to penetrate the self-doubt that might get in the way when it comes to believing that you're worthy of your dreams. I want to recognize here, again, I know I briefly touched on it, but I recognize that these dreams and these heart's desires are easier for some people to achieve than others, and I want you to know I hold space for your struggle in walking the path to your dream. I don't want you to think that I don't know how challenging it can be. Sometimes what we want, we are clear about it. We know what we want, and we just haven't been able to find it. And in those cases, I hold space for that and that frustration and that any emotions that come with that, for sure. And also create a little bit of space to try again. Because I know you're worthy of your deepest happiness and your wildest dreams. So I hold space for you and send you beautiful bounds of energy. Okay. I'm now going to move through with the green aventurine, and the purple fluorite, indigo fluorite. I like keeping the indigo fluorite in my hands here. It's pretty convenient for me to move through the etheric field when I do that. So I'm just going to start here at the crown with these two. And what we're going to be doing, I think they look really beautiful together as well, is just inviting this focused attention to all the things we spoke about. Calling and drawing attention to any blockages that might be in the way of you believing that you're worthy of obtaining these resources, of inviting in that prosperity and abundance and comfort, real creature comfort. And even, I know that money isn't just about comfort. I mean, it's a real necessity, life or death for people, and I'm holding space for that as well. And just opening up the pathways and the opportunities to see as clearly as we can what might be in our way and how we might be able to move through it. Our ideas of success, what does that look like for you? Success. What comes up when I say that word? Playing the games of, what would I do right now if I had $200,000? I mean, just picking a number like a dragon. That's how much that number makes sense to me. If you had $200,000, what would you do with that money? If you had $1 million, what would you do with that money? If you're able and if it's available to you, and if it's not, I understand. But if you can, maybe invite a sense of play into your thoughts and feelings about money. Trust and lightness. Try if you can, if it's available to you, to loosen your grip on it. That tight grip on. Again, I'm trying to be very sensitive. I know that this is a very hard time financially, and I don't want to downplay that in any way. I hope you know that. That's not my intention at all here. But just to maybe open up new channels, new ways of thinking about money, how to get it, how to find it, and new ideas about what success means. Maybe even moving more towards being a producer and less of a consumer. Just thoughts, not, but in terms of, maybe I could have less of this if I were to change this. Or, if I started growing my own food, maybe I could have more space or whatever for this. I would, yes, be paying for it in time and energy of growing and nurturing that food, but maybe that would also invite a sense of personal achievement that might, open me up to other possibilities of self-worth and belief that I didn't know I was capable of. Just picking at random, a thought. Maybe I'm talking to myself. Okay, there we go. And now I'm going to do the same thing with this piece of pyrite. I'm going to move it through your etheric field. And for this, let's focus on all of the beautiful, specific things and things that you might do with these resources, feelings that it might have in terms of security and support. And let's really focus on those really supportive, joyful, maybe exciting feelings when it comes to money as I move this pyrite through your aura. And if this is just for relaxation for you, you're just here for the ASMR and the chill vibes, and that's awesome. I'm happy that you're here, and can just let these words wash over you, and can be as active or as passive in these sessions, videos as you choose. It's just here as a tool for you, some food for thought, and perhaps a little extra comfort and love from me to you as well, and from you to each other. I love how supportive you are of each other. Just sending beautiful, safe and comfortable feelings about money, whether that's having the resources to pay your bills and what that would feel like, to pay off a loan, how that might feel, to be able to buy things that you need. I hope this isn't triggering for anyone, and if it is, please only use what serves you. If it's triggering, find something that's calming and soothing to you right now, okay? Just ideas. But if you want to imagine all of the different things that you would do with these resources, and really make those dreams specific. I have a little dream journal that I like to write my manifestations in on the new moon, and then I either plant them in the earth, or I will take them and place them under certain stones on a grid. Like I said, I like to do this at the new moon, or when something sort of comes up and it feels like a good time to do a little manifestation. Okay. And now our manifestation stones to seal it all in. Invite the magic. Do you believe in magic? Yeah. Spreading that down by the roots. Grounding all of this energy, grounding all of these desires in the here and now. I'm actually going to place this piece of red calcite, very gemmy, but also super soothing piece of calcite, red calcite, to ground this energy, ground our dreams. So taking these kind of lofty, big, exciting, sparkly dreams and bringing some roots to them so we can plant these seeds. So I'm going to be placing this just at your feet here. Okay. And now we're going to take these 2 pieces of labradorite and do the same. Move them through your energy field. And I like to use the raw piece to sort of jumpstart any dream work. And then the smooth, polished piece to invite that gentle sealing. Not sealing, but sealing it up. Sealant. We'll call it sealant. So starting at the crown. So here's what we're going to say. If you want to declare to yourself or aloud, this is my dream. I set the intention to manifest and go. Try to hold it in your mental plane. Hold it in your third eye. Hold these thoughts, feelings, images associated with your dream. Hold them in that space. And I'm sending that energy here. I set the intention on behalf of your highest, wisest, most empowered self in loving comfort and perfect balance to manifest your wildest dreams and the resources to achieve them. Hold it there, hold it in that space, gently cupping like a little baby bird, confident in its strength, but aware of your nurturing of it, your need to nurture it. We're planting that seed, nurturing the baby bird. Gently hold, not grasp tightly, hold, open palm, hold this dream, hold all of this in the space of your heart, your conscious mind here at the throat, your third eye, that intuitive self, your visual self, the seeing, vision. Solar plexus. We're creating space here. We know that we can do it, that inner knowing. You can do it. You are worthy of your dreams. You are worthy of your dreams. You are worthy. You are worthy. You are worthy. Dream as big as you want. Sacral. Create your dreams. Create your dream life. You are worthy. You are capable, linking the sacral and the solar plexus here. You are capable and you are worthy. Root. Making room, making space for the safety and the security that these resources offer. Connecting that to the third eye, envisioning the security, what that would feel like, what that would look like. Okay? You are safe to dream. You are safe to dream. Moving back up. I'm going to place this piece of labradorite on your crown ever so gently. And I'm going to place this piece of labradorite, I don't know if you can see these beautiful flashes, on your heart center. And I'm just going to link them together with my hands. So we are sending these manifestations out into the universe, up to the divine, channeling through this connection from the heart space, your heart's desires, up to the divine. Access it, channel it, focus that energy, focus that visualization. See how specific you can get, challenge yourself. What's your dream? What's your biggest dream? The world could use it. Okay, column of beautiful energy going up. Trusting that we're sending this up. Okay. Bit of spray here. If you're able to do maybe a little meditation or maybe a little bit of rest, a nap, or perhaps watch this before you go to sleep. Maybe watch it before you go to sleep on the new moon. Again, just ideas. I hope my somewhat excited energy isn't messing with your relaxation. I'll calm it down here now. If you're able to rest or let that that manifestation and all that work we just did here seal itself and send those messages to the divine out into the universe or down to Mother Earth. Just invite trust and maybe a sense of your work is done, your job here is done. You can release the fixated thoughts. You can release the fixation or obsessive thoughts about money and need. Perhaps, just for now, release your grip a bit, if you wish, to come to a place of deep relaxation. And calm. And trust that the message has been received. The wish has been received. Now it's time to rest. Clearing anything that's stuck that no longer serves us. And hopefully You might have some messages that come back from the clarity that we requested in this video that we called forth. You might have some messages about this subject and being open to it, and obviously working hard. And I don't believe that, manifestation alone is gonna make a money tree appear in your backyard. But opening ourselves up to the opportunities and potential that exists. And I empower you in this to not see money as an identifying aspect of you and your wisest self. I hold space for any challenge that you are going through right now that, has to do with this subject. I hold space for it, and I never want you to think that I am making light of it. Just hoping to inspire. So, I send you so much love. Thank you from the bottom of my heart for being here. Thank you for your incredible comments and this beautiful community that we've created here. I'm in awe of you every day. So thank you. Thank you so much to my patrons. I can't believe it. I'm really in shock, and I'm really excited to make videos over there. It's been really fun and wild. Yeah, thanks. Thank you. You're helping me do this, so thank you. And yeah, we'll close now with the chakra affirmations that I like to do. Starting at the crown. You are divine. You are connected. You are expressive. You are loved. You are loved. You are strong and capable. You are creative. You are safe. You are safe. Thank you again from the bottom of my heart, and I'll see you soon. Till next time, be well.